Hey, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. I'm here at the Arcanist Guild in Limsa Lominsa, Lower Decks, and we're going to talk to Thubyrgeim, Thuby, as I will call her, to accept tactical planning. Acting Guildmaster Thuby wishes to assess the improvement of your arcanima skills. Yes, Hoodie, the time for your next lesson is upon us. You are keeping well. I trust taking the occasional brisk walk. One cannot form sound thoughts if one fails to maintain a sound body. Now, assuming you have been following Kilia's instructions, you should be ready to face the more dangerous threats found in western Noscea. I speak of roselings and wild jackals, and yes, I would have you vanquish 3 of each. 'Tis the perfect sample size. The first acts as a preliminary test case, the second to test your hypothesis, and the third to perfect the tactics you've devised. Speaking of which, I trust your strategy will consist of more than simply flinging ruin over and over again. You are not the novice you once were, and your skills in the field ought to reflect that. If you find yourself wanting for other approaches, consider the efficacious combination of ruin and bio. When timed appropriately, they can deal a crippling blow to your opponent. Oh, gee, thanks. Alright, where are we going? Where are we going? We're going to, Western Noscea. I apparently have not been to Western Noscea yet. So, let's head over there. We're going to use... Oh, that's really interesting. I guess we need to get there from middle Noscea, which means we have a bit of a trek ahead of us. That's unfortunate. But, oh well. We're gonna do it anyway. Oh, excuse me. Alright, let's head over there. And while I'm doing that, I just want to make sure that there wasn't a quicker way from another upper... Nope. Okay. Okay, that's all I needed to know. Yeah, so let's see. We're here at the level 10 Arcanist. Actually, we're level 11, but we're doing the level 10 Arcanist quest. What do I think of Arcanists so far? I don't love it yet, but I hear that it gets good. I think I'm like, I kind of wish that Summoner was a little more focused, on the summons. The summons, I think, are kind of lame. Which is disappointing. Like, I feel like they were cooler in Final Fantasy XI, and there was more variety. I could be wrong, but that's just kind of how I generally feel about it. But yeah, it's fine. It's definitely not as fun as Black Mage, but we'll see how it progresses as time goes on. Here we have, okay, we got some wild jackals here that we could actually attack, so let's just do that. Oops. I keep forgetting to open with my dots. And hopefully my carbuncle doesn't get too much aggro. One wild jackal down. 2 to go. Hypothesis formulated. Now to confirm it. Like, so my ruin hits for 33. My carbuncles attacked it for like 3 damage. It's so useless. Downburst is what, 28. I guess that's fine. It doesn't have a casting time. What is deals potency of 100 to alt, so it's AoE. Interesting. I guess I don't know. I could see Summoner being good if this game wasn't completely devoted to I mean, it's not completely devoted to instance content, but that's how you're gonna do like pretty much all of your leveling. I could see it like Emerald Carbuncle being useful if you're trying to like just aggro a bunch of enemies and get them all together and then, you know, whittle them down. But there's also pretty much any other class can do that too. Alright, we're almost to Western Noscea, and we'll be able to pick up a teleport crystal while we're here. Here's our roselings. Let's get to slaying. Man, it is foggy. I do like that the weather changes in Final Fantasy Online games. I don't like when mechanics are tied into it, but I like it visually. Oh, now it's clearing. Now we got wind. One more, and then we'll go grab that teleport crystal. Okay, that'll do it. Let's run on down. It's a cool looking crystal. I've never really paid attention, but I don't know if like some crystals have different models or not. But this one just seems really cool. But they probably all look like that. I'm just used to only seeing this part. Alright, we've attuned, and let's pick up this Chocobo Keep path while we're here. And see if I need to mend anything. Nah. Okay, let's head back to the Arcanist Guild. Oh, dang. 60 seconds shy of being able to return. We'll just have to burn through some more gil. I should go check my mail because I know I have some Aetheryte tickets in there. Or Aethernet tickets. Alright, off to the Arcanist Guild. I'm back. Welcome back, Hoodie. How did it feel to conquer such ferocious foes? Let us ride that wave of triumph and onto an even more demanding and dangerous challenge. Your next training exercise will have you accompanying Forestiera Kilia on one of her inspections. This experience will afford you the opportunity to witness firsthand the practical application of arcanima. Pray do not tarry, Hoodie. Kilia awaits you on the floor below with further details. Well, let's not keep her waiting then. I just gotta run down these stairs, and it takes a while. Because there's so dang many of them. Yep. A timely appearance, as I expected. Shall we proceed directly to the job at hand? I have been tasked with examining the wares of a goblin peddler caravan run by Boylestock's family. Our agents suspect these beastmen merchants of dealing in forbidden goods. As such, I have calculated that announcing an inspection has a 60% chance of inviting physical violence. I have prepared a strategy to respond to the possible shift in hostilities, but there is an important precondition you should be made aware of before we discuss the finer points of my plan. Though I am considered gifted in the formation of tactics, I lack the reflexes and coordination necessary to employ many of those self-same strategies in the field of battle. Pray keep this factor in mind and adjust your perceptions accordingly. Now, should the goblins offer battle, you are to execute combat pattern 1345, otherwise known as stratagem focus fire. You and your Emerald Carbuncle will concentrate your attacks on a single foe, and one by one the enemy will wither under the combined onslaught. Probability of victory, 95%. Reports place the peddlers in the vicinity of the cook pot in Middle Noscea. I will depart immediately to assess the situation. Seek me out once you arrive. Alright, Middle Noscea, over to where we fought the Aurochs. Running out of gil. Hopefully this quest gives us some gil back. I imagine it will. We can actually check. Oh, how about that? No, it won't. Great. Okay, well, let's head to the cook pot. Sprint on down. Now it's foggy over here. That wind blowed it over here. Spooky. I do wish that they, I don't know, had some more stuff going on for Halloween. I don't even know if they... I don't even think there is like a Halloween event. I guess I could check. There was just an update that got pushed, so I could check. And I haven't been on in like a week since I recorded the last set of videos, but I didn't see anything on the login portal, but who knows. Alright, we are approaching the cook pot, and we see our quarry. A bunch of gerblins. I am Forestier Achillia of Melvin's Gate. You are to cease all transactions and surrender your goods for inspection. Nasty, sneaky peekers, gobby spit, uplander, nosy eyes on stabby iron. A predictably aggressive response. Very well, Hoodie. Remember what we discussed. I'm not really cool with murder, but okay. Alright. Strategy is focus, and one at a time. One at a time. Don't worry that they're right up in your face. Just keep on blasting. Because there's nothing you can do about it. Ooh, she's got a different carbuncle. I hope we get one. Hoodie, switch to combat pattern 2358, evasive maneuvers. I think she means for the AoE. Yep, that's what she meant. But we're just gonna keep focusing these guys down. Poor goblins. Didn't stand a chance. I don't really see what the purpose of downburst is. I guess if you have more than one enemy, which there is over there, so I guess it's a decent AoE. And by decent, I mean, kind of okay. Hey, where'd our friend go? Oh, she's formulating a new tactic. The battlefield. Oh, she said the battlefield is mine. Okay, she just ditched us. That's fine. We got this. Everything's under control. Nicely done. Adaptation, improvisation. I might have been observing our beloved Guildmaster himself in action. This was the perfect example of how the strategy for a given task should be tailored to the abilities of the assessor. In other words, you begin formulating your tactics. It is necessary to fully understand your own strengths and weaknesses. On that note, there is another question I would ask you. When it comes to improving the probable success of a strategy, do you consider it more effective to concentrate on playing to your strengths or showing up your weaknesses? I'd say, yeah, I don't know, enhancing my strengths. Oh, again you respond as the Guildmaster once did. I must revise the probability of your potential to attain greatness to 97%. You are one to keep an eye on, that much is certain. But to return to the subject of battle plans, your calculations must include an accurate assessment of your available techniques and their relative effectiveness. This requires you to be critically aware of your own limits, the limit of your allies, and the characteristics of your enemies. I believe that covers everything for today. Please return to the guild and make your report to Miss Thubyrgeim until we meet again. I shall abide here until the Yellow Jackets arrive to take the peddlers into custody. My strategies will keep me company. Woo! Let's head back. Ooh, these quests are just getting longer and longer. Which is fine. This person's sitting on midair. Don't you know that's bad for your health? Alright, back from the field, Hoodie. Killia contacted me with the summary of events. It seems you were treated to a lecture on knowing thyself. That particular lesson is ordinarily taught only to intermediate practitioners. Without a sufficient store of combat experience from which to draw, it is difficult to fully appreciate the profundity of such a seemingly simple truth. Nevertheless, I feel confident that you will soon be ready for a more ambitious assignment. Keep to your studies and maintain the razor edge of your mind. One last thing, Hoodie. Considering the dedication you have shown towards our discipline, I have decided to permit you to leave to explore the teachings offered by other guilds. I would suggest, however, that you first master the science of arcanima. The strategic training you receive here will serve you well no matter the path you eventually choose to walk. Return to me when your reason tells you the time is right. You can now access the armory system. Quests to unlock the other classes can be undertaken by speaking to the receptionist in the corresponding guild. There exists myriad disciplines in Noscea that adventurers can take up for the most rewarding experience. However, it is recommended that you first focus on mastering your current class. Okay, I will do that. So we got new grimoire, and we get to pick some new duds. Intelligence 2, direct hit. Yeah, we're gonna grab this. Now we can use gear sets because we can get multiple classes. You can click this to open your gear set list, hit the plus to create a new gear set, and then recommended gear, and then this button will update your gear set. So here we go. We look a little more dorky than we did before, but hey, what are you gonna do? Anyway, that does it for this video. Oh, we also got resurrection, which we won't really need. Maybe in some dungeons, but we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching.